Hi, this is Randy at Wagner's Paranormal Investigation. Here we are back in Erie, Pennsylvania at the Erie Cemetery, and we're looking at what is supposedly Scott's haunted mausoleum. Okay, I read up on the story. At one point there's 6 family members buried here, and grave robbers came in, stole the body out of one of the caskets, and asked a ransom for it. They were caught, and the body they stole was of the daughter, I believe, but they were caught. And they say that you can see people coming in and out of here at night or whatever, and the 2 guys that stole the bodies were actually buried in this cemetery. So yeah, that's part of it. And I was going to do a spirit box EVP session, but I've got lawn care people out here doing work. But there you have Scott's Tower. Oh, that's high up there. And we're going to go over and look at the Witch's Circle. I seen a video where some people claim that the Witch's Circle is right next door to Scott's Tower. However, they were disproved, and it is not right here. It is actually over by the entrance of the cemetery, if I can remember how to get there. But yeah, but that right there is the haunted Scott's Tower. So if you ever come up to Erie, PA, come over and check it out. But you know what, maybe we will do a quick, short EVP session, spirit box session. Let's see what happens. I keep pointed this way, my car's in front of me, and I don't want people seeing my plate. They might try to run me over someday, you never know. This cemetery is well kept. Very impressed with the way it's kept up for its size. More people need to come in here and take a look at how this cemetery is maintained, and they would see a proper way to take care of it, to take care of others that are just left. Let me get my spirit box. Are there any spirits present here at Scott's tomb, haunted tomb? Yeah, I pretty much didn't think so. We're going to probably head out and go over to the Witch's Circle, but I'll leave the spirit box on, because you never know what we might get, if anything. Alright, Mr. Scott, are you present? Sounded like you said no. Alright. I'm going to head over to the Witch's Circle. I'll give you one last look at Scott's tomb. This is a pretty good sized mausoleum, however you say it. The architect is really something. There's steps that go right up to it. I think it's probably the largest in the cemetery. Alright, so let's jump in the car and go over to the Witch's Circle. I didn't have my recorder on. I just did it through here. Okay, we're going to go over to what they refer to as the Witch's Circle. There are a lot of circles in this cemetery, so it's kind of hard to determine for people. Yeah, which is which. I don't know which way he's going. I don't want to. They're actually working in here, and I don't want to film their employees without their consent. So let's go over this way and film some of the cemetery. I think I'll find a road to get back over to where we want to go. And this is actually a section of the cemetery that we were not in on our last visit. And we'll go this way and show you more of it. This is the lower section, down from what they refer to as the Vampire's Crypt, way down. You have this here, then you have more over here. The cemetery was established in 1850, I believe, is what I read on the sign, as the entrance. It said Erie Cemetery. But yeah, it's a pretty good sized cemetery. And we're gonna go back this way. See if I can remember how to get back to where I want to go. Yeah. Any spirits that wish to come out and speak are welcome to do so as we drive through. We are not here to hurt you or harm you or disrespect you in any way. Hazen. I just did a video on Hazen Cemetery down by where we're originally from, where we are from, not too far from our home, as a matter of fact. It was the last video I posted was Hazen Cemetery, somewhere in Mercer County in Pennsylvania. You can get on our channel and check that out, and our other videos if you wish. This is Wagner's Paranormal Investigations. This way, I believe. That over there, I don't know if you can see it or not, is the backside of haunted Scott's tomb. think once we come from the Witch's Circle, we'll go back up and check out the Vampire's Crypt again, up on the hill. I just want to let you know I'm not driving around in circles. I'm actually driving on different driveways throughout the cemetery so that you can get a look at actually how big this place is. And we should be coming up on the Witch's Circle here in a minute. I'm going to go over by the entrance road over here. Should be right over here. Yeah, here it is, right over here. And if you look over there, you'll be able to see what is referred to as the Witch's Circle. And there is, oh, you know what, I'm actually going to walk over there. Yeah, we're going to walk right over here. Now, show you what they are referring to. I've got the camera pointed down because I don't want to disrespect the people that live over outside the cemetery. But here's one of the stones, and nobody knows why it's burnt. They haven't figured it out. And you can see, walk around a full circle. Is this what they refer to as the Witch's Circle here in Erie Cemetery? And if you walk around here, you can see, I'm not going to walk within the circle. I'm going to do a close-up shot of this one stone that I showed you a few minutes ago, if I can focus it in. But let's see if we can get a better shot. But if you look at that stone over there that's burnt, if you look, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of looks like some sort of a demon is burning to the back of it. But they haven't figured out what caused these things here to be like that. The way it's discolored. We continue walking around. There's another one over here that's also burnt, but not like that one. This is this one right here. It's so-called the Witch's Circle in Erie Cemetery in Erie, Pennsylvania. Another thing on this one that's burnt, that looks discolored, this person was actually a war veteran in the War of 1812, I believe. Yes, War of 1812. And if you look in one certain location, it almost looks like there's a face burned into the stone. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is right there. Actually two right there. So if you can see that, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it. But here you have what they refer to as the Witch's Circle. And we are going to head out of here and go back up on the hill and revisit, yeah, that other place, the Vampire's Crypt. So let's head on up there. Wow, the wife got out of the car. Oh, she's smoking. That's alright. So, I quit smoking, actually, it's 4 months ago today. My wife smokes a cigarette a week. But, hey, I don't have a problem with that. That's her privilege. I don't expect her to quit smoking because I did. She will when she's ready. I do feel a lot better. I can only go so far because if I film her, she'll knock me out. Yeah, she turned her back. Figures. She's a meanie. A meanie. While she's doing that, I'm just going to scan across the cemetery here. See if any spirits want to talk to us. So pretty much almost showed you the entire cemetery driving around. Yeah, I don't allow anybody to smoke in our car. So I never have since we bought it. So we're going to get back in and head up. She had her couple puffs for the week. Yeah, for the week. So get in our car and we're going to head up to the Vampire's Crypt. Ouch. I hurt myself. So we head directly this way. Show you something here. If you look at this stone right here, you might recognize it as the thumbnail from my other video of Erie Cemetery. That's it, right there. Now I'm going to come up here a little ways because the other day when I was filming at Erie Cemetery, if you look, you can see a hand pointing upward. I seen that same stone, well, not the same stone, but a similar stone with the finger pointed up in the air at Hazen Cemetery in our last video. Okay, so let's continue up the hill here. Yeah. We're going up the hill. Still in the cemetery. Yeah, this way. Sounded like it said, come on up. Well, as soon as I figure out how to get back up there, we're going to come on up. A lot of people in this cemetery. They come here for lunch and just to spend quiet time. And myself, like others, come here to shoot videos. We do not disrespect. We do not disrespect the deceased. We will not vandalize anything within the cemetery. We're was always taught to respect the resting place of the dead. That's one way. We got to go up around. See, it's a do not enter sign. Do not enter. The wife says, go that way. Do not enter.
Back up.
It says back up. Yeah. So we're going to go up the hill here. And we've got people up here in front of us walking. That's why I'm pointing. There's some mausoleums there. I'll show you a shot. Yeah, there's a lot of mausoleums in here. We're up on a hill here, and if you look, you can look down into the cemetery. Like I said, it is very well maintained. A lot of caregivers for other cemeteries really need to come up here and look at how this place is maintained, considering the size of it. So we're gonna head on up here. Last time we were here, we met Abby and Rachel, two young ladies, very nice. They informed us of the locations here. More mausoleums up here on the hill as we head to the Vampire's Crypt. And we will, one more shot there, then we will be ending our video. We are actually up on the hill, looking down. Downing. A lot of people walking through the cemetery today, so I have to kind of turn my camera this way because I don't want to film somebody that doesn't want to be filmed. Oh. Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we are back at the Vampire's Crypt.
Don't get too close to the...
The wife thinks we're going to fall over because actually, I'll show you why. That's a hill. It's an embankment down there. It goes down into the another section of the cemetery. But here is the Vampire's Crypt. One last shot, and could you say that again, please? No? Can you tell us why they refer to this as the Vampire's Crypt? Can you tell us why? Or do you not know yourself? People walking down here, I don't want to film them, so we're gonna sit here. No, we're not gonna film them. I'm gonna get out real quick. Can anyone in that building there come out and say hello? You would? Hi. Thank you. As I showed you before, the building goes back into the hill there. more gravestones up on the hill, all along there. Alright, we have looked at Haunted Scott's Tomb, the Witch's Circle, and another shot of the Vampire's Crypt. If we find that there may be other so-called haunted locations here in Erie, Pennsylvania, we will make a return trip, but this is trip number 2, and we are going to head out of the cemetery. There's no name, no markings, no dates, no nothing on that mausoleum there, so I'm not even sure what the story is behind that and how it got the name of the Vampire's Crypt. Maybe I probably should have looked that up online, but oh, I'm showing you a hillside. Alright, so we're gonna head down the hill, and if I can remember my way out, we're going to leave the cemetery. We're going to go straight through here. Oh! Oh! Thinking this is the right direction. And one thing to remember, if you do come to visit this cemetery, don't disrespect it. Be respectful, not only to the deceased, but to the living as well that walk through here and whatever they do here. It's like any cemetery, they do have rules and regulations. They're posted right at the main entrance, so give them a read.
Give them a read.
Read them. No. It's down here. Alright. We are going to end our session. To those of you who are here, you cannot leave the cemetery, you must remain. Thank you for allowing us to drive through. We are Wagner's Paranormal Investigations, W.P.I. And we are, as always, out.